is Mitsuki time, guys. Today I'm going to be doing a live reaction to the Mitsuki one-shot, The Waxing Moon Illuminates. I am super fucking excited. Not only did Kishimoto write this, but I've been making a lot of crazy predictions, so today it's time to see if any of my predictions come true. Of course, it's a little bit early to tell if any of my predictions would come true because, well, we haven't even gotten into the Boruto manga yet. I think it's time we read this, and I'm 100% certain the artwork is going to be spectacular because, again, Kishimoto drew this chapter, whereas another author is drawing the Boruto manga. Yikes. So on the cover page, we see Mitsuki swimming with a bunch of snakes and with Orochimaru. That is pretty fucking awkward, I'm not gonna lie. The path I walk is that of the snake. Naruto, the path shown by the full moon's light. Side story. Okay, I guess that's the English translation. Let's jump right into this. And yes, it is a pretty sweet cover page. I might use this as my desktop background and then, you know, fap a few times or something. Y'all didn't hear that. Amidst the darkness, our story begins. So they use some kind of like negative effect. It looks really cool, but I'm wondering where this is. I guess this is where the Mitsuki shit takes place. It almost looks a little bit like the area near the Akatsuki hideout where obviously Kakashi and Naruto were chasing down Deidara. It almost looks like that area, you know, the mountains, the high tall mountains and stuff, the bridge, but I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell. And then we see a moon, we see Mitsuki seemingly waking up right there, obviously he's opening his eyes. And what about the moon? Like, what does this moon have to do with anything? I'm just kind of curious, why do we see the moon? Like, usually everything that Kishimoto does symbolizes something, so does this have something to do with the Otsutsuki clan? Because, let's be honest here, like, I don't know if Mitsuki is related to Toneri, but I'm quite confident when I say he has some of Toneri's DNA. There's just no way around it. Like, why are we seeing the moon, and the moon usually symbolizes, like, the Otsutsuki? Like, why are we seeing the moon right now? Okay, so we see Orochimaru, I believe, pouring sake into a cup to get Mitsuki fucked up so that they can fuck. Alright, that's just gross. I don't even want to think about that. Yeah, I guess that's the medicine, of course, that's going to treat Mitsuki, quote-unquote. Have you awoken? Ugh. Yeah, that's the sound I'd be making if I, saw my father pouring me sake, or some nasty-ass medicine or some shit. And then we got some high-tech laboratory stuff there. We got Suigetsu, and on his computer screen we see like charts, we see statistics, graphs, and stuff like that. So pretty cool stuff. I guess this medicine is very complicated. To cure his sickness. Right, to cure his sickness. I had you drink the medicine I concocted earlier, so you'll be just fine. Now have another cup and you'll feel much better. I just can't believe that Orochimaru actually cares about Mitsuki, or any individual for that matter. He just doesn't seem like that guy, but I mean, right now, I have to go by what I'm seeing. Like, it seems like he's being genuine with this, which is kind of weird, to be honest. It's not the Orochimaru that I know. We see Suigetsu there, you know, fucking Mitsuki drank that shit and just fucking throws that cup. Bitch, make me a better round. Once he's fully awake, please be a dear and escort him to my room. I'll leave the rest to you. Please be a dear, Suigetsu. Like, come on now. Roger that. So Orochimaru leaves. We got Mitsuki there looking all fucked up. I mean, he just looks like, man, I'm out of it, you know. I don't even know what's going on with him at the second. Hey, you alright over there? Mitsuki looks at his hand. He's like, who? Alright, so I don't know what's going on. Clearly, maybe this medicine is affecting him, right? This medicine that he drank, it gave him amnesia. He doesn't remember things, or he got fucked up recently and so he doesn't remember anything. I don't know what's going on, but clearly he's trying to like figure out himself what the fuck is going on. Am I? He asked who last page, who am I? So he's trying to figure out who he is, and I think we're gonna get some answers. We're gonna find out how Orochimaru created Mitsuki. We're gonna find out who he created Mitsuki with, if he created Mitsuki with somebody at all. I'm excited. Like, we're gonna get some answers. Hopefully there's an identity crisis going on, and unfortunately Orochimaru left the room right when he's asking these questions. How fucking coincidental that shit is. This makes the 6th time, okay? And then, who's that? Who's lighting that cigarette? I don't get it. Is this like one of these Akatsuki Sheen situations? Like, what's going on here? Let's move on to page 9. I truly hope things go better next time. Is that Orochimaru? I mean, he lit a cigarette. No. That's Orochimaru on top. Alright, I'm just gonna keep reading. Why was I in that bed? Must be nice to be able to forget all the inconvenient stuff. A, you failed a top secret mission that you undertook as a 2-man cell with the Lord of Orochimaru. So those two went on a mission together and they failed. They fucking fail. Like, you failing with Orochimaru, bro? these enemies must be strong as fuck. And oh my god. And then since you were wounded, Lord Orochimaru carried you back to this hideout you don't remember. Okay, and now he's like, what? What's going on? So he must be shocked about something. But I'm really wondering what went on with Mitsuki. Like, did he get molested or something? Like, and I'm not even joking. Like, what the fuck went on with Mitsuki? Like, how is he on a mission with Orochimaru and he just forgets shit? Like, how does Orochimaru let that shit happen, son? Like, how does Orochimaru fight an enemy that is stronger than him to where Mitsuki just gets so fucked up that he forgets everything? Like, this is Orochimaru we're talking about. He must be going up against people that he should not be going up against, and that's not like Orochimaru to do that. He's not the type to go into fights like this empty-handed. He usually has everything planned out. He knows what he's getting out of a certain situation, so why is this happening? Oh, I remember seeing this. So Suigetsu attacks Mitsuki with a fucking kunai. Like, what is that shit gonna do, bro? Oh, okay, and he blocks it, and then he, uses his body modification to, like, stretch around his arm. Awesome stuff. Next page. Alright, what's there? Oh, shit. So he, like, grabs his arm like that again. He gets the kunai out of his hand. Okay, and then he just keeps wrapping around his entire body. Oh, man, okay. Then kunai time again. Oh, shit. And then he gets the kunai himself, and then he's gonna get Suigetsu with that shit. That is nice. You're good. Yeah, I agree, Suigetsu. Mitsuki is pretty fucking good. Alright, so we see him right there. It almost looks like he stabs himself, but did he get Suigetsu? Okay. Well, we see some blood on Suigetsu's face. Is that from him? I'm sorry, I unconsciously. It seems at least your body clearly remembers it. The fact that you're a ninja, that is. Okay, so pretty cool stuff. I enjoyed this fight. I think it's gonna look really swell animated. They better animate this correctly. Like, Studio Period better be on their Itachi Hinden fillers animation shit. Wow, you were captured by a certain man and had your memories erased while being held in town. You were captured by a certain man. Mitsuki was captured by a certain man with Orochimaru and had your memories erased while being held in town. That is so fucking peculiar. But I'd rather have my memories erased than my life, if you ask me. So let's chalk this one up as a win. My bad. I just wanted to make sure, that's all. Because if your talents as a ninja were erased along with your memories, Lord Orochimaru will be mighty disappointed, I'd wager. Yeah, he'd probably fucking throw him in the trash, because Orochimaru doesn't give a fuck about Mitsuki. He just wants his powers, or wants his body as a vessel for the future. Orochimaru, on second thought, he might be disappointed anyways. Oh god, Suigetsu talking that shit. Suigetsu, you deserve a punch to the fucking face, and I bet you if Mitsuki wanted to, if he was fully recovered, he'd kick your bitch ass. Alright, page 14, we see Orochimaru there. Fuck yes, we'll get some answers possibly. We are in the middle of what looks to be like a coordinate room or something like that, like the main headquarters area or some shit. Indeed, I am Orochimaru, and your parent as well, my parent. That's right, and for that very reason, you are a special person to me. And that's why we're going to restore your memories. Oh my god. And Orochimaru's looking a little bit weird, like he's trying to, like, flirt with Mitsuki or something, like, yeah, that's why I'm going to restore your memories, that time that I got you really messed up on the sake. I don't know, I'm sorry I'm making jokes right now, but Orochimaru is so cringeworthy sometimes. Like, the way he acts, the way he talks, like, this boy Mitsuki is looking for life answers right now. Like, he's having an identity crisis, and this motherfucker's like, that's right, and for that reason you are very special to me. Like, Mitsuki ain't want to hear this shit right now. He wants to fucking get some answers. Restore my memories, but how? Okay, and then Orochimaru points to, like, some box on a grid. This man is a ninja, one who wields the ability to steal others' memories. He tasks these memories as his own and keeps a stock of them. By planting foreign memories into his victims, he is able to control them. Holy fuck! And of course, he is perfectly capable of returning stolen memories to their rightful owners. Okay, guys, remember all these scans came out a few days ago, and I actually thought that guy with the mask and the armor was Mitsuki, like he was on some S-rank mission and he had to go undercover, and I didn't understand how that made sense, but now it makes sense. And if this guy is as strong as Orochimaru says he is, then I'd understand why not only did Mitsuki get his memories extracted from him, but also why Orochimaru wasn't able to do anything about that. And the only thing he was able to do is grab Mitsuki and fucking fully and shit and, take him to the hospital or take him to his hideout. Who could this possibly be? who has a ability that can extract memories. It's not an ability we've seen in the canonical Naruto series all that often. You know, Naruto doesn't really mess with like psychology and mental state all that much. It doesn't really play with that field, so it's very interesting that we're actually covering this right now. We're covering the more mental, the more psychological state of things, like a motherfucker that can take your memories. Like, how are you going to deal with that? How are you going to recover? Mitsuki, your memories were stolen by this very man. In order to turn you back to the way you were, we must capture this man and have all of your past memories replanted within you. That is the only way. We call this guy Log, and we've taken to calling the ability he employs Kebiki no Jutsu. I don't know, it seems like Orochimaru is genuine about this, but it just feels like he's hiding something from Mitsuki. The two of us will go to confront this man once again. But why'd you fail the first time? Like, oh my god, why couldn't we get a flashback of the first time? Wait a minute. In that case, what's this? In that previous mission you mentioned, why exactly was it that you and I came into contact with this man? And we see Orochimaru looking up like, yeah, you know, yeah. Fucking A. Why? In order to steal all the information that man has acquired thus far, of course. Oh man, but Orochimaru is actually genuine when he says this, probably because here's the thing. He is on a search for knowledge to learn all of the jutsu, so if you have this guy right here who's extracted thousands of people's memories, for instance, he's automatically going to get experience that he just wouldn't get maybe in 100 lifetimes. You know, it's very interesting stuff right here. So we've got to capture him alive, alright? And that's because, well, we went and had a bunch of important information stolen from us rather than the other way around. You said your name was Orochimaru, right? If I was together with you, then doesn't that mean you could have your own memories altered as well? Yes, we're getting somewhere. For starters, just which of my parents are you? Anyway, my mother or my father? Fuck yes, fuck yes. Alright, I'm not even gonna talk. Let's go on to the next page. Something like that is inconsequential. Before this incident, you knew that I was one of the legendary Sannin, and that I wasn't just your run-of-the-mill ninja. Okay, that doesn't answer the question. Why did you take someone like me, who's so weak, with you on an important mission like this? Yes, it seems that you're underestimating your own abilities. Okay, come on, stop fucking bullshitting us, Orochimaru. Give us some answers. I believe I mentioned this already, that you are special. You are my child after all. Oh my god, Orochimaru is just backlogging right now. He's being so vague, and the fact that he's being vague shows me that this isn't genuine. It's not genuine. Like, his love for Mitsuki probably isn't genuine. He didn't create him through normal means. It seems like he's just another one of his lab rats or some shit. Like, I don't fucking know. Like, another one of his Shin-Uchiyas. Another one of his disposable trashes. You've just forgotten that fact temporarily. You are my precious, adorable child. This mission is one of utter importance for us, as parent and child as well. I don't know, this is just seeming a little bit weird, and then you have Mitsuki there like, but... Oh, Orochimaru looks fucking angry! You are just a child! You will listen to what your parent says! Like, oh, Mitsuki said this, but, you know, and fucking Orochimaru here is, like, on some strict-ass parenting, like, he knows how to be a real parent. Orochimaru, like, zip it, bro. Fucking Mitsuki, run away right now. I just want to know exactly what I am, nothing more. That as well will be revealed as long as you stick with me. No, Mitsuki, don't listen to this guy. He's just gonna use you. Like, he's gonna drag you into a situation to where you can't ask questions like, what am I? And then once he's done with you, he's gonna dispose of you. That's what it seems like. And I mean, I don't trust Orochimaru for a second. Just look at him. Just look at how he's, you know, treating Mitsuki. You are just a child. You will listen to what your parent says. Like, come on, son. Okay, so we see this giant cave, and I believe that's what the scans were focusing on. I think this is where the mission took place, and we see that ninja with the fucking mask. He has, like, samurai swords there. He's got a big scroll. Like, what's inside of that scroll? I think that's what Orochimaru wants right there. He wants that fucking scroll. Like, I'm telling you, there's something in there that this guy wants. He is lying about those memories. He doesn't need all those memories. He wants that scroll. What is inside of that shit? Could this be the path to some extremely powerful jutsu like the Tenseigan or some other forbidden technique? Could this be one of the Otsutsuki clan grunts? Maybe somebody sent by Toneri? Maybe one of the Otsutsuki clan members that came down to Earth, and I don't know why the fuck he's here in this cave. Like, it almost looks like he is, like, meditating on something, like he is actually trying to perfect a jutsu himself. Okay, so we see Orochimaru and Mitsuki entering the picture. From this point on, he set up a barrier. What do we do? Okay, and I believe I already saw the scan of where Mitsuki breaks that barrier. You're going to break this barrier. Hey, that's exactly why I brought you with me last time as well. You are the only one who can break this barrier. Okay, so that's why Mitsuki fucking was brought along on this mission. So that, you know, Orochimaru can use him to break the barrier and then get that scroll. Okay, so now I understand. He doesn't really give a fuck about Mitsuki. He just wants that scroll. I have that kind of power. You've simply forgotten. Wait. You are the only one who can break this barrier. I have that kind of power. Okay, so let me read it like that. You've simply forgotten about it. You have a special power. I'll teach you how to use it. And man, is Orochimaru looking hot. Like, I'm just gonna be very honest here. Like, I'd smash. I totally smash Orochimaru. Like, who wouldn't smash? What's wrong with you? And why does he look like this ultimately? Why does he have girl's hair? Like, you know, why does he have those earrings? He looks like Orochimaru back during the good old Sound Village days when he created the Sound Village and when he was stalking the tuning exams, the early preliminary stages, watching those young boys fight it out and shit, you know, getting horny over the sight of that. Okay, so he's noticed them. This barrier was, so they've come. Okay, so like, I guess they broke the barrier and he had that barrier set up so that he could meditate maybe in this place. And now he's noticed them, and now he needs to escape and get away with that scroll because he doesn't want to hand it over to Orochimaru. But if he beat Orochimaru and Mitsuki last time, why wouldn't he be able to do it this time? Okay, that's right. I already saw that scan right there. Pretty fucking cool stuff. So how is Mitsuki able to do that, though? How is he able to just put his hand out and break a pretty strong S-class, S-rank barrier? Okay, so Mitsuki's just shocked at the fact that he could, you know, break this barrier. That is your ability. Now then, off we go. Are you going to explain to Mitsuki or explain to us what this ability is? Did he just put his hand out and was he just able to destroy it? Why was he able to destroy it? It's clearly not just physical body modification techniques. He has something, some dormant power that he's not showing us, that he's able to just put his hand out and destroy the barrier in front of him. Like, why is he able to do that shit? Alright, so we see Mitsuki there, he's looking all serious. We see this location again, and then, you know, they're going around, I guess, trying to find this guy or capture this guy, so to say, alive. So you noticed us, as I anticipated. There was really no need for the two of you to go out of your way. I was planning on coming for you sooner or later. So actually, he's not trying to escape. He's trying to fight him. Like, man, this guy is confident as fuck, confident AF to fight Orochimaru and Mitsuki together. Well, mostly Orochimaru and not Mitsuki, of course. Kanashibari no Jutsu! In order to obtain the key to open that, this time for sure I'll have you return it to me. Okay, so I guess he stole some kind of key, and maybe they both need something from each other, and then Mitsuki's like shocked, like, what's going on here? Like, why am I here? Okay, next page. Oh, it seems my paralysis jutsu is no longer effective against you. This is some, like, part 1 fighting. I really enjoy this. Now, they're both charging in at each other with swords. Okay, and then they clash so fast. I guess, you know, because it's manga, we're not able to, like, see it, like, how it really is. You know, they're moving a lot faster than it seems, but because it's manga, it seems like they're moving slow, and, you know, that's why fights are so much better in the anime, of course. Okay, so we see them clash there, and I'm not gonna lie, Orochimaru's wearing some sick-ass stuff, all black. He has, you know, lighter armor, of course, and he has the hair. The hair looks really cool from the side, especially with the all black, like, I don't know. So, they clash, and they're on equal ground, but Orochimaru's a slime, of course, so he sends a snake all the way around, and now it seems like the snake's going to attack him. Okay, so it's going for an attack. That's some nice armor you've got there. I never would have imagined that my fangs couldn't pierce it. Did you make some improvements? Okay, so Orochimaru tried to bite this guy with this armor, this guy named Log, of course, and he wasn't able to do it because his armor is really fucking strong. I have nothing to fear if I can defend against your poison. Yeah, I guess that's true. Maybe this fucking snake, it releases poison and shit, and he doesn't want to get paralyzed. That makes perfect sense. Maybe he's not even worried about the bite. Okay, awesome stuff. Some pretty cool action so far from this fight. Ninja Art Yoroi Gui. I don't know what Gui means, but I do know Yoroi means, like, armor, so he's using some armor attack. Okay. Man, this is really complicated. Orochimaru's just, like, opening his mouth like crazy and shit. Is that, like, black snakes, like shadow snakes or some shit? You know, maybe Orochimaru's using his original snakes and this guy's using his black or darker snakes or shadow snakes or ink snakes or poison snakes. I'm a little confused, but I'm assuming these dark attacks are coming from him. I allowed you to escape so easily when we last met, but that won't be the case today. Mitsuki, you have... Oh my god, is Orochimaru really in trouble and he's getting, like, covered up by this shit? Holy fuck, like, Orochimaru, bro, you've been in the Akatsuki, you killed the 3rd Hokage, you've done crazy experiments, you've created Mangekyo Sharingans, and you're really going to falter to this basic-ass technique? Like, what makes this technique so viable that even Orochimaru can't escape from it? Like, I don't get it. Sage power. The rest is up to... Indeed, the one I truly needed to be wary of was him. Last time, I really got burned. Holy fuck. The paralysis jutsu, you didn't undo it. You even forgot your own power. What a shame. My body won't... Oh, fuck. So I guess Orochimaru's, like, paralyzed or some shit. He can't really do anything. And Sage power, like, what does that mean? Like, can he go fucking Sage mode, possibly? There's no way. There's no way he can go fucking Sage mode. Okay, and so he's attacking him right here. With that power out of the picture, you're nothing but a brat. Oh, fuck. Okay, so what's going on right there? Oh shit, he almost sliced him up. But why didn't he kill him? What the fuck is going on? Next page. You were too conscious of the large snake. Oh, Orochimaru in back of him. Even a snake small enough to slip between the openings of your armor can still inject enough poison to be effective. Oh my god. He saved Mitsuki in the nick of time as he was getting ready to fucking cut him. That is insane. When did he? As a result of the curse seal's poison, you won't be able to move or speak for the time being. Mitsuki, be a good child and stand guard here for a little while. He's gonna get that fucking scroll. You can move now, can't you? What are you gonna do? Orochimaru, like, what the fuck are you doing? Why don't you actually attack this guy and finish him off? Like, what the fuck? There's something I must search for here. I'll find it in no time and come right back. What would be smarter would be to kill this motherfucker and then get what you're looking for. Wouldn't that be smarter? But then again, never mind, because he doesn't want to get all of those memories from him, and he can't, you know, kill him. He needs to take him alive, I guess, to the laboratory to extract, maybe. I don't know. Whatever you do, you mustn't get close to him. Am I clear? Yeah, Orochimaru, so you're stepping out of here, and then you're gonna fucking rely on Mitsuki to deal with this guy, even though he's, like, paralyzed. I mean, still some little weird going on here. Alright. Haha. Strong poison indeed. There's no need for you to worry. It takes everything I have just to speak. The antidote I prepared, if it's only this amount of poison, then, oh my god, fucking what the fuck, Orochimaru? Like, how are you going to do this? However, as I am now, I'm suffocating. Come here. Please remove my mask for me. Are you trying to deceive me? No. If you remove this mask, you'll quickly learn that it's quite the opposite. I'll tell you one thing. The one who is deceiving you is Orochimaru! I fucking know it! Should we trust this guy? Yeah, I think we should trust this guy. I understand the confusion and stress you're suffering from all too well. But I don't know, he still looks really fucking sinister. It must be the mask that makes him look like evil as fuck, like with the slanted eyes and shit. But at the end of the day, he's the one who took the memories from Mitsuki, so he would know how he feels. Meaning that I don't know if we should trust this guy either. After all, Orochimaru has not revealed a shred of the real truth to you. Isn't that right? That is... If the time I spent with him is any indication, do you even have any idea what you truly are? I'm Orochimaru's child, and before I was sure to erase any memories that may have given you the wrong idea, and yet this time Orochimaru used that against me, huh? Oh my god, if anybody knows the truth is this guy, because he extracted all the memories, right? So he knows everything that went on in Mitsuki's life, everything that Orochimaru did to him. Now come to me, remove my mask. I am... the same as you. Oh no, he's doing it. Oh no, he's doing it. Okay, I'm not gonna move to the next page. Is this Kabuto? Is this fucking Kabuto? This better not be Kabuto. Kabuto went through the Izanami. It can't be him. Is this the Sheens? Yo, who is this? That hair though. That fucking hair. Who is this? I'm willing to bet this is a character we've known in the past and he just turned completely fucking evil. That's crazy. So he doesn't want to get near him, so he uses his body modification to like remove the mask just in case, but he's poisoned, so he shouldn't be able to do anything here. Alright, next page. I am Mitsuki as well. I was created years before you. Oh my! Fuck yeah! I knew Orochimaru was on some bullshit. I fucking knew Orochimaru was on some bullshit. And he looks like Tobirama. He has the fucking scar there. And I'm not gonna lie, Mitsuki's gonna look dope as fuck in the future if this is how he's going to look. And I'm assuming this is an older version of Mitsuki. I'm assuming that this is another one of Orochimaru's creations that Orochimaru's trying to fucking destroy, and I guess this is the latest Mitsuki, the latest experiment. So in reality, Mitsuki is trash. I fucking knew it, guys. I told you at the beginning, Mitsuki is just disposable AF to Orochimaru. Orochimaru doesn't care about him. He just wants a scroll. He wants all these memories. And I thought it was genuine that he wanted Mitsuki to grow, but I mean, look at this shit. This is fucking Mitsuki, yo. This is Mitsuki older. He's older. So what are they going to do? Are they going to like team up now? Possibly? What does this mean? Exactly how it sounds. You and I are synthetic humans created by Orochimaru. Oh! No mommy, no daddy, no fuck. No fuck between Orochimaru and Toneri. Vessels made for the sole purpose of appeasing his desires. I fucking knew it. I said that shit. Did I not say that shit? I said that Orochimaru has desires of gaining knowledge, of wisdom, all the jutsu, he wants immortality, right? So he wants the perfect vessel. And it's not even surprising because Orochimaru's been doing this throughout part 1, throughout part 2, so why do we expect that he changes now, guys? I just don't understand. 35. These vessels were at one time called Mitsuki, and the Mi is derived from the 6th Chinese zodiac, the serpent, or in other words, a snake. These vessels were at one time called Mitsuki, so they're vessel snakes? That's what they're called, the Mitsuki vessel snakes? I guess Tsuki, Mi, I guess it's kind of clever. Synthetic humans, and Mitsuki is fucking shocked right now because he was just told, Orochimaru told him, like, you're my child, I love you, I adore you, and now he's told that he's synthetic and that he's fake and he's just another one of his fucking experiments. Like, it's shocking, especially after he lost all of his memories. What Orochimaru is searching for here is none other than the embryo from which we originated. We were created from the careful cultivation of that embryo. The fact that you were able to dispel that barrier and enter the space is thanks to that as well. Yo. I'm guessing that embryo's inside of the scroll, and this is so fucked up. Like, first of all, Orochimaru, you're an idiot for leaving these two together, right? Second of all, I think these two are going to team up and kick Orochimaru's ass, and hopefully that's the case. Like, what if Orochimaru goes down right here? Like, what if Orochimaru dies? And is it just me, or does, like, an older Mitsuki look like Gaara a little bit? Like, he looks a little bit like Gaara, except with a skinnier face. My plan was to steal that embryo from Orochimaru and dispose of it. However, in order to open the case in which the embryo resides, I first needed the key which Orochimaru's carrying. I'm assuming this older Mitsuki was somebody who cherished Orochimaru, possibly, and then when he found out the truth, I guess he maybe, you know, was smart enough to, like, hide it from him, and then he eventually escaped at the perfect time once he got super strong. I mean, we know Mitsuki's super strong, so imagine how strong this guy is. And it's all starting to make sense. He escaped with all of this. He wanted to put an end to Orochimaru's experiments, this cycle. And all I gotta ask is, like, when did this happen? Like, when did this older Mitsuki age? Like, we have never seen him in part 1, we've never seen him in part 2. Like, was he just inside of, like, a fucking test tube and shit just being grown? Kinda messed up, bro. Why would you want to destroy it? Organisms which are created artificially are not human. I don't know. That's arguable. That embryo is a cursed, selfish creation. It was made with a human ego, okay? A foolish imitation of the gods, which bends the very laws of nature. This vessel is a projection of Orochimaru's narcissism and greed, no more, no less. I, like you, was created as Orochimaru's son, and I was particularly talented, but I managed to escape from the palm of his hand. I fucking knew it. Thus, he sought a replacement in you. Oh my god. So basically, he got too strong, he left him, and now Orochimaru just fell in love with how strong he was, but of course he no longer has him, so he tried to recreate him, and well, it's not going to go so well again, it seems. Orochimaru will continue to create beings like you and I, one after the other, for his own convenience. The two of us should have never existed in the world from the very start, and thus I shall return to the form that I should have remained in from the very beginning. Nah, come on. No, don't do that. Don't do that. But prior to that, Orochimaru, I will finish you off for good. Regardless of the process by which you were born, you two are no different from anyone else. So that's Orochimaru speaking like, you are in absolutely no place to talk right now. Like, shut your trap and get your ass beat by both of the Mitsukis. You are my completely and utterly flawless children whom I love from the bottom of my heart. Just cut the bull, Orochimaru. Like, this ain't the time for this fucking bullshit. The power lying dormant within you exceeds my own, and that's why you love him. It has nothing to do with him. It just has to do with the fact that he has power. Do you realize exactly how long I eagerly awaited the day I could finally make your creation a reality? This is not helping the case, man. Orochimaru, you are not helping your case at all. At all! And I'm very curious as to how the older Mitsuki found out that he was an experiment. Like, Orochimaru wouldn't just tell him flat out, I don't think. He'd assume that his experiments were intelligent enough to question things and to maybe think that that was messed up that they were created in the first place. Is it wrong for a ninja like me to wish to have a child of his own? Why don't you just have a regular fucking child, like, biologically speaking? Like take that to Toneri dick. If there is one single thing which all humans should be forgiven for regardless of the circumstances, that is acting out of love. Is it not? Oh my god. And Mitsuki, he seems like he's not too happy with Orochimaru right now, and I think this is going to turn real ugly real quick. We're going to see two Mitsukis teaming up against Orochimaru, and I just don't think that he can win. Whether or not one is paralyzed or poisoned, I feel like the other one is going to help out and kick Orochimaru's ass for sure. Oh my god, this is getting good. Is that supposed to be your justification for your conceited conduct? Did you really think that you could have everything under your control with no repercussions? And Mitsuki's there like, who do I trust? Who do I trust? Like, who do I believe? It was never my intention to imitate the gods. That is not a good excuse. I am simply obeying the will they bestowed upon me. So basically you're saying, oh, you know, I'm just a fucking brilliant genius and I can just fuck with anything I want because I'm that. You know, I don't really give a fuck about what I'm fucking with. I just want to fuck. That's pretty much what he's saying and what he's implying. He's just saying that he's selfish. That is all. Mitsuki, right now you are still a child and you may not fully understand, but one day you will surely realize the error in his ways. You must put a stop to Orochimaru. I am you in adult form, so I can say with certainty that the time when you must take action will come without fail. Yo, Mitsuki, he is simply trying to take advantage of your childish innocence and deceive you. I have obtained the embryo and the key is in my hands as well. Mitsuki, come with me. Oh my god, what the fuck? Orochimaru, you could put up a more convincing argument than that. I will create even better siblings for you to play with. Hey Mitsuki, come along Mitsuki. Oh, for a child like me. Oh shit, what's going on? Fuck! Out of here! Which of you I go with makes no difference to me! Oh! What is that shit? It looks like a Sage's 6 pass form, or a Sage mode. It looks like the Ten Tails crust. But no. He has the Sage potential dormant in him, I heard, this chapter. So, this has to be Sage mode, man. This has to be fucking Sage mode, and he has all of these snakes, like, coming up. I get it! I fucking get it! You know where they are? One of those caves where you unlock the Sage mode. I believe the snake version of the Sage mode. I think it's called Ryuchi Cave, or it's one of these fucking caves where if you are inside of there and you train, possibly, or like you meditate or some shit, you'll eventually unlock the Sage mode. So maybe Orochimaru took him here so that he could go Sage mode, so that he can grow, and he has this enemy right here unexpectedly, you know, the older Mitsuki, who he thought that he would take out earlier on. It's not happening right now. So fucking A, man, Sage mode. And is he going to go in against older Mitsuki and Orochimaru, or is he just going to flee? Which of you I go with makes no difference to me. Now I understand, man, he looks so crazy in this form. Why is it that Mitsuki's Sage mode that he obtained early on as a Genin, right? I mean, he's pretty young right now. Why is it that Mitsuki's Sage mode looks better than Jiraiya, than fucking Naruto, than Minato's Sage mode? Why is it that his Sage mode looks better than all of their Sage modes? And I guess this is a very similar Sage mode to the Sage mode that Kabuto had, right? So this is pretty epic right here. They're inside of the cave, I guess, where you can, like, focus your natural-based energy to unlock the snake version of the Sage mode, and that's why Mitsuki unlocked it here. You adults can't tell me what to do. I'll decide what I want to do for myself. Okay, fuck. He took the scroll, he took everything, and he's going. Oh my god, yo. He has a lot of chakra right now. It almost looks like a QB transformation, or like a QB mode, because he has like all his chakra circulating everywhere. He jumps away from that place. Okay, the mask breaks. At long last, he was able to activate Sage mode. I feel like an idiot. Now I get it. They're both in on it. Why didn't I think about that? Like, I thought it was genuine at first, and then just everything started to go fucking against Orochimaru, and he started getting like, why did I see through that shit? Damn, he looks so beast, just fucking flipping out a cigarette. Like, I'm fully against cigarettes, but some characters just look really pimp when they smoke them, I'm not gonna lie, but fuck, they gotta go get Mitsuki now that they're both in on it, and I guess they're both in on trying to grow Mitsuki and develop him to get the Sage mode, and I guess, if I'm not mistaken, he already has it, or he's one of his completed experiments. Maybe he wants to build an army of completed Sage mode Mitsukis or some shit like that, okay? Alright, so it seems like his Sage mode is wearing off now that he left that cave. What did you put inside the scroll this time? Well, perhaps you could say a photo of the sun. Let's leave it at that. The sun, eh? On the 6th try, things finally went our way. Rather than choosing between the two options we presented him with, he chose to find a third answer of his own will, or so he said. Hey, man, this is crazy. This is on some Spike Spiegel shit, like a depressing conversation with somebody and just fucking smoking a cigarette and shit. I don't know how to feel about this. Like, on one hand, I like the fact that he went Sage mode and it looks really crazy, but I also would have loved to see Orochimaru get his ass kicked. And this doesn't change anything regarding, like, the justifications. Like, I hope people know that. Like, I hope people know that them two working together doesn't change the fact that, at the end of the day, Mitsuki's just an experiment and he could have went wrong and Orochimaru could have abandoned him because he would have been the failed experiment. I mean, he says right here, this is the 6th try, so they failed 5 times? Is he the first try and it worked for him, and then I guess the next 5 failed, and he just wants to build up as many of these guys as possible? Is that what's going on? Or did he fail and the other guys failed, but he grew enough to the point where Orochimaru's like, yeah, I'm going to use you to try and build the ultimate you. But I wonder, will things turn out well? I can only hope we won't have to make a 7th attempt. Fuck, man, this shit is messed up. I'd really rather not use those drugs to erase his memories again. So that's what it fucking was. It was some fucking amnesia bullshit. A synthetic human who chose to forge his own path. That child can surely become the light in the darkness. Okay, so I guess this is just a depressing atmosphere, and Mitsuki has some hope and potential because he chose not to go alongside any of them, and he unlocked the Sage, bro. That's the only reason why Orochimaru's, like, really proud of him, because he fucking got a new power-up. You children could never become the light, or so I thought. Both you and that child. You two are my children after all. This is the result you wish for, isn't it? You put on this whole elaborate act after all. Okay? Well, but you know, I doubt that kid will become the light all on his own. Okay, so we see Boruto right there. But if he can find a son who will always be at his side and illuminate his path, then just maybe. And with the sun at his side, that child will become the moon and surely illuminates the darkness. So I guess this has nothing to do with the Otsutsuki clan. It has everything to do with some symbolism, like Mitsuki is just this depressing accident, and somehow he can be applied to the good world, or to the real world, and be used in a good way. Awesome. So I guess this means that maybe he won't get the Tensei God, and he has nothing to do with Toneri, although I wouldn't be surprised if Orochimaru still scavenged some, like, of Toneri's DNA or some shit to create him. I mean, he looks kind of like Toneri a little bit. He is no longer a cracked vessel made of the earth, but rather a brilliant moon who illuminates the night sky. That sounds about right. But remember, the earth and the moon are made out of the same things, and the moon was sort of created in the Naruto universe. It wasn't like some scientific accident. Meaning that if Mitsuki's made out of the earth, which means that he's made out of the moon, possibly, and could have some of that Otsutsuki DNA, I'm just saying, though. But I guess that is a stretch, I'm not even gonna fucking lie. You can't pour anything into a chipped cup after all, and yet, surely the chipped moon and the night sky will one day become, my true name is Mitsuki. Traverse the road which you have illuminated for yourself. So I guess the moral of the story is if you fuck with somebody's life, they're going to forge their own path and then find a way to kill you and get super strong. I guess that's what this chapter taught us. I think this is brilliant. Honestly, this one shot is better than the entirety of the Sada of the Spring special. It's so much better structured. You have fucking Orochimaru lying to Mitsuki about this mixture, giving him like some amnesia so he forgets the memory. The beginning ties in with the end. We saw the guy lighting the cigarette. We didn't know who that is, but all this time Orochimaru constructed this so that Mitsuki could grow. So he trapped us, he made Orochimaru seem genuine, he had Mitsuki on this mission, Mitsuki didn't know anything about himself, and then the convincing of the older Mitsuki was actually done very well. Orochimaru stepped out of the picture, he's like, quickly, fucking take this mask off quickly and I'll explain everything to you. And yes, in retrospect, it all sounds like very slow and fishy and like they're both in on it, but while you're reading it, it doesn't seem like that. So I thought this was put together very well. I am super excited to see Sage Mode. I can't wait to see Mitsuki fight Boruto or Sarada. It's going to be a crazy fight. Who's going to win? I don't know, but this chapter basically tells me that Mitsuki's ahead of both of them, right? He's going to be a part of this team, and he's going to be the Sasuke of this team.